Hello and welcome to Healing Hand Services, and my name is Julie-Sian, and here is a 12 card reading for the next 12 months of 2021. It is the 1st of January 2021 and it's in the afternoon here in the UK. I am using the deck Angel and Oracle Angel Tarot cards by Radleigh and Valentine. And so how I am going to do this is I am going to shuffle the cards. They have already been twisted, so we get some upside down ones. So we may get some reverse cards into the reading. So let's just see what the cards have to say for us for the next 12 months. These are only a guidance. What may or may not possibly happen, they're just a guidance which may suggest, and if it may happen, it's a negative thing, that you've got the chance to change. This is just a guidance, and this is, if they come up, it's not set in stone. It just means it's an opportunity for you to change and alter things, or just to look out for things. So without any more to do, let's shuffle the cards. I'm going to cut the cards. I am going to deal out first 12 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, make sure I've got room. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So we have got the very first card for January. Knight of Air. The Knight of Air is all about our thoughts and ideas and our ideologies, our thoughts of what we can do, what we can't do. When a thought pops into our head, we have the choice. Do we accept the thought and act on it, or we do ignore it? Okay, now the Knight is someone who's keen and enthusiastic with life, and he gets a thought and he goes, yeah, I'm going to go and work with it, whether that's a good idea or not. But their card is here to tell you all about, be aware of your thoughts. Are they negative? Are they positive? Are your thoughts uplifting yourself, or are they thoughts laying you down? Okay, so it says events are occurring at great speed. So what are you thinking? What are you wanting to do? Because now is the time to let those thoughts go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Or perhaps let's pull back the reins. Maybe you are having thoughts of fear, thoughts of I'm not sure, thoughts of, because of all what you're reading constantly on the telly or hearing on the Facebook or on the radio. It's all negative and it's all fear-based, and it's all, everyone's having to wear their mask and all coming down, and it's like, oh my God, we've got the COVID, we're going to die, da, 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 da. It's all negative-based things, and this has a negative impact on us. And of course, the more negative you have, the more you get into it and the more deeper it, and then the thoughts get carried away. What if, what if, what if, what if? Or if I'm going to do something, what happens if this person says this? What? You don't know. You've got no control of other people's thoughts and things. And stop, stop, stop. When you decide you want to do something, I want to do it. Do it. What is saying to you, stop doing this. Well, if I do this, Auntie Jo may think this. If I do this, Uncle Fred might say this. If I do this, my best friend may say that. But you don't know what they may say. My friends, I want to do this, but they might say it's not a good idea. And then, oh, if it's not a good idea, then I'm not going for my dreams, and they may not support me and stuff. Stop thinking about things that you've got no control of. It's a complete and utter waste of time, complete and utter waste of worry, complete and utter waste of energy. And all it is stopping you. It's a procrastination of actually moving on to what you want to do. So it is saying, be creative. What is it that you would like? You're thinking. You are thinking, what would I like to achieve throughout 2021? What is it I would like to think? This is what you're thinking for at this time next year, at the end of 31st of December 2021, you want to go, yeah, I achieved my goals, or I laid the foundation of my goals, or I had my dreams and I had to lay down the ideas of where the basis, the groundwork of it, of my dreams, where do I want to go? So this is the thought. Where do you want to see yourself at the end of the year? Or maybe you want to decide where you want to see yourself at the end of 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years. Thoughts, where you want to go. All right, and start thinking. I wonder, and then it's saying the thoughts, maybe it's time to stop thinking and start actually acting, writing down what would you like to do. But what it's saying is to stop letting these negative worry thoughts carry yourself away, and have lots of positive ones. And it's saying take time to carefully review your options. I mean, it's only January the 1st. Oh my gosh, this is the card for January. How many days are in January? 31 days. So you've got plenty of time to think, what should I do? You've got plenty of time to reflect on 2020. What is it from 2020 that you're thinking that I want to carry on into the new year? Or the things that were negative, I want to leave in 2020. What is it that didn't quite work out properly in 2020? Just have a little think. Why didn't it work out? Maybe it just wasn't the right time to do it. Perhaps now's it's a time to reevaluate, rethink it forward, and how you can change it and make it work for 2021. But what it is, it may mean your thought patterns, you may have to change them. Change your thought patterns, because this is the knight. He's no longer the page. He's maturing now. So what he thought himself as when he was a page, he's now got more information, so he can make better choices, a better, more rounded choice. So take in all the thoughts and information that is around you, and then take it forward, galloping forward into the January, into the rest of the year. Now it's interesting, the second card, Ace of Earth, this is for February. So we are now laying the foundation for February. All right, you've had your thoughts, it's now action. Earth is solid. When you think of something, I want to create a chair, you draw it and then you start building, it becomes solid. Your thought has gone into something solid. I want to set up a business, you create a business. I want to make a cake. I think I'll go and do some baking. Then you make the cake, you've got the solid thing. This is the earth. You're creating something solid. You've thought about it. You're rethinking things of where the positive side is. And this is the time to start putting into action. Stop thinking, start acting. And it's like, now is the time to do it, because it's the time of abundance, a time of growth. I mean, what happens in February? Snowdrops appear, crocuses appear, daffodils appear. You know, you see the little shoots coming up. Your ideas are starting to come into fruition. So it's promising, it's saying a promising business venture. Don't forget, you are a business. What you invest in yourself, because people go, well, I'm going to be a business. Well, you invest in business, time and energy. So maybe you need to treat yourself as a business and start investing good food into yourself, good clear water into you instead of the alcohol. Maybe it's time to invest in healthy exercise, invest in yourself. Maybe it's time to invest in making sure you only have positive, uplifting, empowering thoughts. Maybe it's time to sit up straight instead of slouching. Maybe it's time to start thinking where I would like to do. You've thought about it, and think and act. Because like I said, February is the time of starting things to start growing. You know, little snowdrops start popping through the cold. Okay, so it's and it's also saying important to documents or contracts. Maybe you are going to deal with an important contract with yourself. The important contract is that I am no longer going to beat myself up. The important contract with yourself is I am going to be nice and kind to everyone, regardless of what people say to me, regardless of what their thoughts, their religion, their color, their sex, their creed, their ideologies, whether they're a conspiracy theorist or anything else. I'm just going to be respectful to them. Start the contract with yourself that you're going to respect your others and respect yourself. Start the contract with yourself that you're going to only ever say lovely, beautiful things about people. Make the contract with yourself that you're only going to ever work from your heart center throughout 2021. And you're just going to, if someone it rubs you up the wrong way, just smile. Don't retaliate. Do not get sucked into their negativity, because this is an abundance. And if you get sucked into negativity, you're going to create an abundance of negativity. But if you create and step into positivity, you are going to create an abundance of positivity, abundance of good health, good wealth, good friends, good whatever it is. This is the foundation. This is the Ace of Earth. So that's for February. We're now going to go on to March. We have another air card, which is interesting because we started off in January thinking, where can we go? What can we do from last year to change and bring into this year? Anything that was negative or anything that was positive, to change it. We're starting acting. Now it's like, yay, I've started acting. Now, where will this lead me? Oh my gosh, what wonderful thoughts and what wonderful plans you can now start to lay down. And this air, this thought, this ace of air, you're getting brilliant new ideas because you suddenly realized in February you started exercising, starting feeding yourself as a business. You started acting and you're thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I thought I could do this, but now I've started doing it. It's like, oh my God, I can fly. I can fly. And it's saying you are now actually seeing the truth of the situation. It is now March. It's like, oh my gosh, I was the one that was holding myself back. Or maybe there's some other situations around you with family, relationships with business or anything. And maybe it's the time when the truth, and you suddenly go, I can now, I'm really listening what's being said. I'm really looking at what's being done. And you're actually seeing the real truth. And then it's going, oh my gosh, I've been living a lie. Oh my gosh. Now I'm really listening. Now I'm really seeing. Now I'm really thinking. Oh my gosh. And sometimes, yes, it can be a little bit upsetting that you suddenly realize that, oh my gosh, I've been living a lie. Well, living a lie is that you've been telling yourself that you're not capable of running your own business. So you've not done it. But now you've started your own business. You go, oh my God, I can do it. So don't beat yourself up. But suddenly realize that you're coming into terms of the truth is coming into light. And that's in March. Now we come to April and we have a reversed card. Now with a reverse card, it can either mean the opposite is going to happen or you are blocking the positivity. Okay, this is how I read them. You may read reverse cards in a completely different way, but this is how me, Julie-Sian, reads it intuitively, connecting with her angels and spirits and guides. So we have got the Six of Earth, another Earth. So we've gone air, earth, air, earth. So we're going thinking, action, thinking, action, thinking, action. But the thing is, the Six of Earth is all about gifts of money, time and effort, new career opportunities you're receiving. Maybe you're going to receive a loan or paying off some debts or anything like that. So gifts of time and energy. It was in reverse. Why are you blocking these gifts? Why are you having these self-doubting thoughts that you've had in January and March that you are able to do it? Why do you suddenly think that, even though everyone else is saying, why do you think you're not worthy of bringing in the money? Maybe you're thinking you're not worthy of having good, healthy relationships. Maybe you're not thinking you're not worthy of having a healthy body. What is it that you're blocking? Because there's an abundance coming to you in April. Things, you know, things are really growing. The leaves are beginning to glow. You've got blossoms on the tree. Time to blossom in April. It's Easter. Easter is representing, I think Easter is the beginning of April, representing new birth of things, you know, birth of Jesus resurrected. Celebration, you know, the Easter eggs. You give an egg, you hatch it, and you grow out a little chicken. The chicken grows and produces more eggs, blah, blah, blah. So Easter is a time of rebirth, regeneration, a time of an abundance, because it's when a tree that's dead, has been resting over winter, and suddenly his leaves, and you suddenly got all these abundance of leaves. Suddenly this tree has got this beautiful pink blossom. Oh my gosh, look at it. But what is it that you're doing that's blocking you from receiving? And remove those blockages. Because once you remove those blockages, you will receive the abundance that is due you, the abundance of health, wealth, finances, the abundance of good relationships, the abundance of good time out to do hobbies, time out to do recreation, time out to do work on yourself, whatever it is. And you're receiving a loan or paying off debts. Maybe you started in January thinking, I'm going on a diet and keep fit exercise. And now in April, you look back and go, oh my God, I've actually lost weight. Oh my gosh, I'm sleeping better. Oh my gosh, I'm eating things. And it's been a gradual thing to replaying. But maybe you're blocking and you're not realizing and you're giving up because you're thinking you can't see the results. But don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, because now is the time, things are happening. Look to see why you are blocking yourself. Now we have May, we have another reversed card. Okay, this is the King of Fire. He is motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. The King. He's been through his life journey. He's been a child, a baby, a child, a teenager in his early 20s, 30s. He's had life experiences. He's learned things. He's read books. He's experienced stuff with relationships with people, lots of life experience. Okay, this is the King of Fire. And, excuse me, but this is in reverse. Now, the King of Fire, because he's keen and enthusiastic and he's passionate and he's going to go do this, I'm going to do that and do this and do that. Basically, it's saying focus. Focus on what it is you really want. What do you want in May? Things are coming into tradition. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Maybe you are doubting yourself. Where have you lost the enthusiasm? Okay, we're in May, yeah. Oh God, we're in May. Things are still going on. We've still got COVID. We've still got this. Maybe there's another, I don't know. Maybe there's another shutdown. I don't know. Maybe something came out of tradition and you've been thinking, I'm going to do this, do this, do this. And then suddenly there's a blockage and someone says something and you just knock your fire, your wind out of you. Okay. What is it? Why have you lost your fire and the passion? And maybe because you're focusing on too many things, or you're not focusing on the right thing. Rein it in and focus on what you really need, what's really happening. Because yes, in May, lots of things are happening. You've got to plant the seeds, you've got to water, you've got to feed them, and this is shooting up and that's shooting up, and we've got to start taking the weeds away. And yeah, lots of things happen in May. It's springtime, things are coming to fruition. Good, the weather's coming, so it's like, oh, maybe we could think of a holiday, a break, or anything like that. But the passion, you've been going strong, and maybe, but you thought you've acted, you've tried to act. What was the focus? And you suddenly realize, well, there was a blockage. When you suddenly realize, oh my God, I was blocking myself. And then it's like you beat yourself up. And then when you beat yourself up, you lose your fire. Okay. Let's analyze it throughout May. What is it that you really want? Draw yourself back to it and think, right, and focus on one thing only. Because maybe you've got lots of things going on. I've got to do this, got to do this, got to do this, got to. Okay, strip it back, because it's saying focus, focus, focus. So you've got about 10 things going on. What can you do that only needs to be focused on 3 things, and then act 1, 2, 3? Because sometimes you've got procrastination because you've got so much going on. So what do? You don't do any of it because you don't know where to start. So May is the month of focusing, because when you start to focus, you will get your enthusiasm back in time. So that's a reversal card. Next, we have the 10 of Earth. So we have gone thought, act, fire, passion. Oh my gosh, too much going on. When we focus, we then get another Earth. Oh my goodness me, June. Look at June. 10. You've done the work. Yes, you've got a great grounding now. You've realised what the blockages are, and you're going, yeah, June, the sun is shining. And this is all about a very happy family life. It's like you're feeling happy, you're content, things are beginning to work out. Financial security, you're thinking, yeah, I've got a job, I've got money, whatever it is, you've got money coming in. And finding magic in life again. Look at all the fairies. There's magic. Of course, there always is in June. The weather is lovely. Get outside, magic of life. Go and have some picnics. Go for a day trip to the seaside. Go for a walk in the mountains, in the valleys, in the Yorkshire moors. Go down to Cornwall to the rugged coastline. Get out and about. Enjoy the earth. Reconnect with the earth. Reconnect with Mother Nature, because June is a beautiful time of the year, and take time out to enjoy the beauty of Mother Earth. And this is the abundance, the 10 of Earth. And it's like, yeah, I've gone through January, February, March, April, May. I'm now in June. I now know where I've gone, because I've thought, I've acted, I've thought, I've acted. But I found a blockage. And when I had this blockage, I lost my enthusiasm. But you know what? I found my blockage. I've now got my fire back, and everything is flying and ready. And now I've got the groundwork, the basis to move on to the next 6 months of the year. Hallelujah. Yes. So here we go for the next 6 months. Okay. We have got July, August, September, October, November, and December. And the first things we have for July is the moon. The beautiful moon goddess. Now, the thing about the moon is it's a time of shadows. What is going on behind the shadows that you aren't aware of that's going to happen? Now, an example of this, perhaps you've applied for a mortgage and then you sit back and you can't do anything until you've got there. But what's happening, the people, the mortgage company, they're working on it. Yes, you can afford it. They can do this, and then we'll go and we'll do the paperwork, and then Bing will introduce you, and yes, you can have the mortgage. So that's the thing that's going on behind the scenes. What is going on behind the scenes? Something you've asked for, and you're getting impatient, it's not happening, but it's been manifested for you. Okay, so the moon work is a shadow work, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Because you know, when you go out at night and it's pitch dark, it's scary. But you know, if you go out at night and there's a moon, it lights up. Yes, and you can see things a bit better with the moon. And it's the feminine energy, and it's the time of the and yes, even if you're male, it's time to get in touch with your female side. Be gentle to yourself. Be kind to yourself, be nice to yourself, be kind and loving to yourself, as well as being kind and loving. That is the feminine side of things, you know. And it's not the king who's strong, well, you know, queens are strong, but you know, they're powerful. But it's like the queen, the moon, she's the gentle, feminine, nurturing. So be nurturing and kind to yourself. And what is it? There's some stuff going on behind the scenes that you want to, that's going to manifest through the rest of the year. So July, it says important psychic insights. It's like the psychic, you think, your intuition. So June is the month to go with your heart. What feels right? Your intuition. Continue to work with your, because at the beginning in January, we were talking about being nice to yourself, be nice to people, be kind to people. And that is the feminine side of things, being gentle, kind, considerate. And this is the feminine of the moon. And to say, right, you've done it for the first 6 months, January through to June. Let's continue with that lovely, gentle energy throughout the rest of the year. Continue to be kind to yourself. Continue to be graceful with yourself. Be the moon goddess within you, even if you're male, realize that there are things, and not to be impatient, things are acting on behind the scenes for you. And let it go with the flow. Now we have yet another earth. It's so interesting. This is the 4th earth. And this time is the page of earth. good news about your finances. So as I said, you know, I did this, maybe behind the scenes you're looking to pay off debts, maybe you're looking to create a loan, maybe you're looking to get a mortgage or make an investment, something behind the scenes. Now is the time, it's manifesting. Page of Earth. The page, he's young, he's innocent. So it's like, yay, I've paid off my debts. Yeah, what a relief. Or I've got this loan. Yes, I can now start doing my life, which I wanted to do. Okay, the enthusiasm, the keenness, the enthusiasm of a beginner, wanting to do something more challenging. Yes. What is it? The page. He's like, yeah, I want to go for it. I've been crawling all my life. I've now learned how to stand. I'm going to go for this. I've done my GCSEs. I'm now going to step into A levels or university. Where are you going? You're wanting something more challenging, more powerful, because you've done the thinking, acting. Now it's like, wow, and you've asked for something, I don't know, money behind you. So now you can step forward into something more exciting. And it's, you're keen, you're eager, because the page, the young person is, yeah, I want to do it, yay. But you've got the financial backing, you've got the health, which you've been working on. You know, at the beginning of the year, you started, I'm going on a diet, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to drink more water, blah, blah, blah. And now you are in a position to be able to move on and celebrate what you have manifested, because Earth is everything that you physically created. And this page, you're keen and you're ready to go, ready to fly, and you're ready to go build on it. You know, you've read books 1 and 2. You're now ready to be more challenged and read books of university level. You've done the in elementary books. You've done the junior books. Now you're able to read university. You've done the training. You're having something more challenging, and you're going to grow with the challenge because it's going to help you spread your wings. Okay, so that's July. That was August. June, July, August. So we're now looking at September, the time to reap our benefits. September is end of summer, starting autumn or the fall in America. And it's like coming together. Everything is now coming together. Unity. It's all there. Earth, air, fire, water. Everything you've been working on. You've been feeding and nurturing all your plants, and now the apple tree is ready to be picked. The wheat is ready to be harvested. The sunflowers are ready to be picked, and the sunflower seeds turned into either plant more or to sunflower oil. Okay, and with this, traditional viewpoints or methods, maybe it's the time, you know, September, starting new, you know, go back to school, university, college, time of thinking, you know, you've had the break of the summer, everyone's thinking, oh, maybe I'll start new qualifications. And maybe it's a time to look at your traditional viewpoints and methods that you've always done. And maybe you're thinking in September, I want to do something different, because those viewpoints and methods that we used to do were done 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and life is completely different. And what worked well in the 1960s ain't going to work well, you know, you can stick in there in the 60s, but we've moved on. Modern day has moved on. So maybe it's time to think about family traditions, the ways you used to do things. And actually, because September, when you go to college, you start new ways of thinking. Enhance them. Yeah, that's how we used to do it. But you know what? We've got new knowledge and new technologies and new ways of thinking. And because I've always done it this way. I've always shuffled the cards. I've always shuffled the cards like this. Always shuffled the cards like this. But you know what? Now I'm going to shuffle the cards like that. And I get more cards out, flipping out at the same time. Or, I don't know, it's just something simple. You know, I always used to make a bed by stripping it first, and then I always used to start putting the pillowcases on first and the duvet cover. And this time, maybe, you know, I'm going to start putting the sheet on, then put the pillowcases on, and then do that, and I can make it up. I don't know. But we learn new knowledge, and on that knowledge that we then can apply to our old traditions and the old ways, methods, and actually and don't beat them up. Oh, we used to do it like that. You know, like when I first learned to type, I learned on a manual typewriter. Okay, I now got a laptop which I type on. Yes, some people still like to use an old-fashioned typewriter, but actually it's quicker to use a word processor, so time to embrace the new, time to think, what traditions have we had that maybe we can start brand new traditions. This is the way we're going to do it now. And it's saying seek out mentors and like-minded friends, because September is the time you've grown, got to a new place where you're completely different to where you were in January. We are now in September, and like I said, people think about going to college, go to school, to university, they want to go and do courses, they want to, we had the summer break. So many people come back from summer holidays and say, you know what, I don't want my job anymore, or you know what, I want a promotion. What do I need to do? How do I enhance it? So, and it's time for you to seek out like-minded people and like-minded friends that will help you grow. This is the unity, coming together, how you can help everyone else to grow, not just yourself, but when you connect with someone else, you will grow, they will grow, but when you work together, you will grow together. It's like you plant a seed, yeah, it could do, but if you add water, you add the sun, you add the fertilizer, oh my gosh, how much quicker it will grow, how much better it will blossom if you feed it, if you come together in unity. So maybe this is time for you in September to start uniting and sharing your gifts, sharing your knowledge. So then we come to October and we have the Seven of Water, but the Seven of Water is in reverse. So the Seven of Water is a complex decision you've got to make. The need to do some research and stop procrastinating. Okay, so the water, it's like you've got a decision to make. What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? But maybe you're deciding in reverse that it's too difficult. You just don't want to face it. And you're hoping that if you don't face it, it might disappear. But it ain't going to do that. You've got to face it. All right. So in October, complex decision. Where do you want to go? You maybe, September, you thought you were going to do this new job, and then it's like this, and then it's like, you know what, I don't like this job anymore. Do I carry on being unhappy, or do I do something brand new and chuck it in? You've got a decision to make. Something's going to happen in October. I don't know, it may or may not happen, but this card's saying it's a complex decision, but it's in reverse. So maybe you're overthinking, because water's over is water. And so rather than thinking, I've got this complex decision I've got to make, strip it back to the absolute basics and think about the absolute basics. So therefore, the complex decision isn't really complex. Just go, because when someone says to you, it's complicated, nah, nothing's ever complicated. Yes or no. The complication is, yeah, I don't know, I might do this and I might do that and might do this, and and all this person and this, that and the other, and oh, it's complicated. Oh, I'm in love with someone, but he's married, and it's a complicated relationship. And he says, oh, he's never going to leave. And how long have you been married? And it's like, and then they go, well, and he'll say, oh, it's complicated, I can't leave my wife. You know what? The truth is, that's an excuse. He doesn't want to leave his life. He wants his cake and eat it, and he's just playing around with you. Strip it back. Nothing is ever complicated. You can make it complicated yourself. So in October is to say, it's in reverse, to stop thinking everything's complicated. If someone says, if you want something to do something, and go, oh, I can't do it, it's complicated, it's too complex. Okay, yeah, that's because they think it. Let's strip it back. If you're going to walk 100 miles, you don't take one step and walk 100 miles in one step. You do a mile at a time. You break it down. You break it down to a step at a time. Okay? So this is what you've got to do. It's saying, reversing it, that you think there's a complex decision, strip it back to its basics. It's not complex. This is why it's in reverse. Okay? You think, your thoughts, it's water, emotion. But then when you sit and analyze it, you know what? Maybe that person doesn't really want to do it. Maybe my partner who's married, and I'm having a relationship with him, and he keeps saying, oh, I'm going to leave my wife next week. I'm going to leave him when, you know what? He doesn't really want to do it. And you just got to face the facts and just go bollocks to that. Oh, I love him. Huh. Yeah, but quite clearly he doesn't love you. And you should never have gone into a relationship with a married man at the beginning. So don't blame yourself. Okay? And if he's going to do two-time his wife, just think when you go with him, he's going to two-time you. So what is going to happen that there are decisions and you think it's complicated and someone says not to, oh, it's complicated. This is saying it's in reverse. No decision is complicated. Strip it back to the basics and go, what is it that you really want out of the solution? Okay, what is it you really want to feel? What is it that you want from your heart center to really happen? So that is the reverse for October. We're coming into November. We have got another thinking. Things are looking up. 6 of air. Yay! Things are looking up. November. Everything you've been doing, working, thinking, it's now coming to the culmination of the year. And it's like, yes, everything that I've thought and everything I've acted is working to the right thing. It's not quite there because this is a 6. We haven't got to a 10. Okay. We haven't got to the 10 yet. But you're working on it, all your thoughts and ideas. And this is the time to fly because this boat, it's on the precipice. It's not pointing down, it's pointing up. It's going to fly off. Look at all the energy. I mean, when you first look, you think, well, it looks a little bit dark. But then you go, look, they're stepping out of the darkness into the light. You know, my thoughts that I was holding on to, I've now actually analysed it. And it's like, now what can I do? Oh, my gosh. The emotions. You've got hold of your emotions. You're no longer going to be emotionally led. You're now going to be thinking seriously. You're not letting your thoughts and ideas run away with you, your emotions. You've taken yourself out of that situation, emotional situation. Go, you know what? Let's get back to groundwork. Let's get serious. What is it they want to do? How can we now end 2021 on a high note? All right, because now's the time to fly. And it's like, it's the end of a difficult situation. Well, we had a complex situation here and you were involved in it emotionally. When you remove the emotions, we've come to the end of a difficult situation and you're now going to fly. So yes, we're coming to the end of 2021 here because we're in November and you've got the end of a difficult situation and you're taking a trip where we'll trip into the new you, the trip into the new thoughts, the trip into the new way. And it's just like everything you've been building on, you're completely different from the person you started in January to how you are now. Oh my gosh, the life is coming there. Yes, it's November, cold and wet. But yourself, you're blossoming because you've gone through this journey. And the 6 of air is like, where do you want to go now? We're nearly at the end of 2021. Where do you want to go for 2022? What can we carry on with? So it's like, what can we think about 2022? And think about anything that's negative that happened to you in 2021. What do you want to build on? What do you want to drop behind? And what do you want to take on? Start thinking of where you want to go for 2022. Put the foundations in because you are going to fly. Because this is 6. This is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. And we land up in December. We have the 4 of fire. The wonderful way to end up with December. Look at all that wonderful energy and all the passion and the love. Okay. And contentment, peace, abundance. It's like I've done all this work. Look what I've achieved in December. You've got a happy home life, a successful completion of a project. Everything has come to a fruition. Everything has come. Yay. Look, it's 4. Passion. Okay. The fire, the love of everything. Everything has come to a wonderful, positive end. A great way to end December. You've reflected in November. Yeah. Do you know what? It's really good. And you know, you've decided what's happened really well in 2021. You're taking forward into 2022. You've got the foundation. You've got a happy home life. You've got the money coming in. You've got your health because you've been working on that all the time. You've learned to balance things out to have some fun time as well as work time. And it's a successful completion of a project. All those different complex thoughts and ideas and situations that you've been in throughout the year, they've all come to fruition. You thought about things differently because how you were thinking at the beginning of the year, you've grown and matured, and you've grown and you've gone on your journey, and you've thought about, yay, this is good. Stuff that didn't work out, well, why didn't it work out? Well, maybe it wasn't the right time, or it wasn't the right thing to do. Either you carry it on in a different way or leave it behind. And it's like, yes, December, I'm now ready. I've had a good year after all. Reflect back. Yes. Wow, I've had an amazing time, amazing year, amazing 12 months. Look at my wonderful foundation I've laid in, ready to step forward into 2022. Ready to go. You've got the home life, you've got the relationship life, you've got the basis of your finances, the basis of your health, basis of relationships, whether they're relationships with your partner, with your family, with work colleagues, with your ordinary friends. Everything is coming to completion. Christmas time is a time of coming together. Christmas time is a time of family. Christmas time is like you've worked all year, you've earned the money, you can give gifts. You can give people the gift of your time and people the gift of your love. So everything has come to culmination. So it's December, it's a wonderful, giving, nurturing time. And you'll be able to really, really enjoy the spirit of Christmas in 2021. Yeah, we struggled in 2020 with the Christmas then, but things are going to be really different. You're going to have the atmosphere, you're going to be out and about and enjoying things, and it'd be like, oh my gosh, what an amazing 2021. And it's a great fresh footing to end the year on fire and passion, because in the middle of the year, our fire and passion was negative, down, but we've now regained it. So quick recap. January, Knight of Air, you're thinking. Ace of Air. Sorry, Ace of Earth, February. March, Ace of Air. April, Six of Earth, but in reverse. May, Knight of Fire, in reverse. June, 10 of Earth. Wow, beautiful. End of the first 6 months. Start of the next 6 months, we have July, the moon. Remember to keep in touch with your feminine side and be gentle and kind and watch what's going on behind the scenes. We have August, the page of earth. It's all about materialistic things this year. August, unity. September, October, Seven of Water. November, Six of Air, and Four of Fire to December. So mainly this is all for the next year, is to be talking about your thinking. What do you want to go for? And acting. Thinking, don't think anymore, start acting. Think, act, put things and create things, and find something that you love. If the thoughts are not negative, are negative and not going to be a benefit to you or anyone else, let them go. Only act on positive things. And if you've got any negative thoughts into your mind, get rid of them. Anything negative, and deal with it, and just flip it, and constantly working on your thoughts and then in action. Thoughts, action, thoughts, action. You keep your fire going, and it'll be a wonderful year. It's going to be a really good year. I do hope you've enjoyed this reading for the 12 months for 2021. If you want your own personal reading for the next 12 months, please message me. Remember, this is just a guidance, what could possibly happen. All right. And if anything's negative happening, you've got the option. You now know this may possibly happen, and you've got an option to either act on it or not act on it. We have our own free wills. This is just a suggested possible outcome for 2021. Wishing you all the best. Namaste for 2021. Bye now. Bye.